Hello there, my name is Katherine Halpin, and this is my video for the application for the Caring for Others Foundation. And I would like to just tell you a little bit about my story. Um, so I grew up in New Jersey. Um, my father passed away when I was little, and I was raised by my mother. I'm an only child. Growing up, I spent a lot of time in service for others. Even as a child, I was really interested in helping other people. With Girl Scouts, we would do a lot of outreach at the nursing home. Throughout high school, I spent time as candy striper in the hospital, volunteering there. I was part of the Key Club and the Builders Club, which are service organizations in middle and high school. So I've always really had a passion for helping other people. And I thought that passion was going to just take me into nursing. So I actually got a scholarship to Villanova, and I got my bachelor's of science in nursing from Villanova in 2002. I spent a few years doing renal and transplant nursing after graduation. And after I left that position, I did get married, and I have four beautiful children. And I was home with the kids for a number of years. And my husband worked out of that home, and I was home, and I was at the house as a full-time mom. And then, we felt led to become resource parents. So I went the training to become a resource home, and we spent a couple of years in that capacity as foster parents. And that really sparked my desire to get into social work. My kids were starting to get older, and I wanted to get back in the workforce. And this experience was really eye-opening to me. I hadn't any experience with anyone with kids in foster care before, and I could just see that there was a real need for people in that capacity. So I did apply to Widener University, and I began my online program a little over 2 years ago. During the time that I was home, I also had some experiences that led me into social work. I am very active with my church. My spirituality is really important to me. And about 5 years ago, I spoke with my pastor and decided that I was going to start a local outreach organization within my church, which is called Crossbridge Community Church. So we got that off the ground, and we've been doing projects every month through that. And I have led that for a couple of years now. And that's been really great. We have served all different types of populations. We've done homeless ministry, nursing home ministry, a lot of stuff for kids in foster care because that's where my heart was. We've done food drives, we've done Halloween costume drives, Easter basket drives, all kinds of different things. My favorite project has been doing the duffel bags for kids in foster care. There's a group called Together We Rise out of California, and we've done that for like the last 5 years. We raise money, and then we decorate the bags, and we stuff them, and they go to our local child welfare offices. So that's a little bit about my story, what brought me into social work, my professional experience. Like I had mentioned, I do have a background in nursing, so I spent a couple of years as a renal and transplant nurse. And then I worked doing a little bit of laser therapy, and then most recently, my husband and I actually opened a restaurant in our town. So we were entrepreneurs for a little bit. We opened a little taco burrito restaurant in my town. And that was a really neat experience. That's not my passion. That was my husband's passion. He went to culinary school when we were dating, and kind of put his culinary desires aside while we were raising the kids. And then we got to a point where we were able to do it. So we opened the restaurant. We had it for 3 years. And then actually right after COVID, we decided that we were going to sell. Our lease was up, and it was just time to move on. But it was a really cool experience for us, for our kids. Our oldest son worked there, and he still works there at the new restaurant. So that led to a lot of really great learning opportunities for me. I had obviously never owned a business before, and I had never even worked in a restaurant before. But managing a staff of around 20 to 25 people, inventory, office work plus just the culinary stuff. So that was a neat experience. Since the restaurant closed, I did start working at a residential facility for pregnant and postpartum mothers who are in early recovery. And that's through Ascenda. And I started there in September of 2020. And that's been a really great experience for me. Working with the girls and with the babies and with their kids and, conflict management, problem solving skills, parenting, plus obviously their recovery focus. And that's been really great for me. I actually am someone who is personally in recovery now for this year will be 17 years that I have been clean and sober. So this is a population that I feel really strongly that I can help. I can empathize with them, having been in an experience similar. So I bring a lot to the table with working with this population, and I've really enjoyed that. So I'm still currently there. Other professional experience, I have for the past year and a little bit been a CASA volunteer. That's a court-appointed special advocate. And so that's for kids in foster care. So I get assigned by the judge to certain kids, and I get to go see them and just advocate for their needs. If their placement isn't correct or if they need extra services or extra medical care, whatever they need. So I follow those kids around, and I have now had I've been advocate for 4 kids in foster care through the CASA program. I'm also really active with Meals on Wheels. I've been doing that for, I guess, a little over 4 years. So at least once a month, I deliver meals to senior citizens and, spend some time with them and help make sure that they're okay. And it's a safety check, and they also get the food. And I love working with seniors too. So that's been a joy for me. And then, as I had mentioned, I do run the outreach. It's called CB Local through my church. So that's been a really good opportunity professionally for me, working with a lot of different populations. Let me see what else. Oh, and my internship. So my first internship I did through my work with Ascenda, but a different program. It's called Family Outreach. And I went and did in-home therapy for kids and families that are referred by Division of Child Protection and Permanency, which is the Child Welfare Department in New Jersey. So we would go in weekly and do like an hour and a half to 2-hour sessions, in-home therapy with these families in need. So the children had not been removed, or they had been removed and they had been reunified, and the families just needed some extra work, extra help with parenting, conflict resolution, things like that. And I really enjoyed that internship. It was very fulfilling. I felt like it made a difference, making those connections with the clients. I do have a lot of experience with kids, so I did like working with the children. And, they did offer me to stay on full time after that internship, but I thought it would be too much with finishing my last year of my master's program. So that was my internship experience. As far as financial need, like I mentioned, I have 4 children, and my husband is currently, after we closed the restaurant, he became a middle school teacher. He's had a lot of different jobs, as have I, but so he works in a middle school. He does not make a tremendous amount of money. Our oldest son is just started college at Rowan University, so we have a freshman. He is commuting, so that helps with cost. But we are paying for him to be in college. And then, like I said, this is I just completed my 2nd year at Widener. It's a part-time online program. So I still have a whole nother year and a little bit to my program, and the money would be really helpful because I can't work full time and take care of the kids and do my program. So I have been only working part-time at the residential facility. Lately a little bit more because of staffing issues, but usually only around 20 hours a week. So this would really help take some of that burden off of us financially if I was able to, to get this scholarship. So I do appreciate your consideration here. Um, and my professional and personal aspirations. So I went into this program thinking that I wanted to do child welfare, as I had mentioned, because of our time as resource parents. But I will say that it's shifted. I really enjoy doing the in-home therapy during my internship. And actually, my second internship will be starting, my specialist internship will be starting in August, and I will be doing private practice, individual therapy, individual and family therapy, and hopefully some group work as well. I think I would like to do more of an individual setting, um, but I'm not actually positive. Like I said, I like working with a lot of different populations, so I may try some different things because I love working with seniors. I'm part of Phi Alpha Nu, which is the Social Work Honor Society through Widener. I'm actually the secretary, and we just started a project helping older adults in Pennsylvania with loneliness. So we are doing our service project is calling older adults and spending at least an hour a week on the phone with them. And I do love working with the seniors, but I also love working with the kids. And I like working with people who have substance abuse issues because of my own background. Um, so I have a lot of different interests, so I can't really narrow it down right now, but I think I definitely want to do some kind of individual work. Um, so I think that was all that was asked for the video. I hope that gives you a good picture of my life. It's very busy. Um, I'm always on the go, always helping. I actually recently was recognized by CASA as Advocate of the Month for February, and that was a really big honor. And um, I will attach the link for that in my application. It has some pictures and some more information about me. But what you should know about me is that I love helping others. I care about other people. I love doing outreach. I mentioned my spirituality is really important to me, but I feel in my heart that, I'm here on this earth to help other people, and I love it. It's a passion for me. And getting my social work degree is kind of the next step in being able to do that on a different scale. So, thank you again for watching this and for considering me. And I hope that you would pick me. Thanks a lot. Take care.